I just wanted to check in today. I am on my way out of West Virginia and I'm starting my journey home. It's about 30 hours. Got my cats all packed up in here with me. Starting the trip off right, covered in cat hair, and listening to a playlist that my mom and I made last summer when we went on a road trip to my stepsister's wedding. And it's a good way to commence the journey home. It's been a little bit emotional getting packed up and getting on the road. I'm so ready for this transition in my life, and I feel so confident that I am walking back into my life in such a better state of mind and with a much stronger spiritual connection. And I know that the way I've been able to heal my inner child and connect with the divine source, I know that I'm crushing it. I'm gonna crush it when I go back. Like, I told my sister, I was like, you guys they're so amazing to me. I'm like, when I get rich, and I mean it, like, when I get rich, they don't have anything to worry about financially ever again. One of my favorite podcasters is doing another workshop today, and so I'm hoping that I'm going to find somewhere to pull over and like a rest area or something so that I can set up and do the workshop. Her workshops have been so beneficial to my healing journey, and they just give me so much power and so much strength to hold the dreams that I've been creating and that I've created my whole life and that I've created in all of my lives that have led to this moment. And I almost don't have words really for how deep this transformation has been for me. And just, I am walking in the world as a new person, and it took me a lot of pain to get here, a lot of struggle, a lot of failure, a lot of confusion, a lot of darkness. When you do this, you really have to go deep inside yourself, and you have to meet your shadows. You meet them and you have conversations with them, and you learn about them and they learn about you, and as you talk with them and become friends with them, then you can really learn like why they're there. Why do these pockets of fear and shame and guilt, and where do all these pockets of trauma come from? And you can start learning why they're there. You start learning how they make you react to things, and then you start learning yourself better and learning how you would rather react to things. That is a much more peaceful way for you to react to something, like, and you learn like what the fears are so that you can dissect it and really learn how the fear works and what triggers it, and how you react to it normally and how you would rather react to it to have a better life, to have a more peaceful life, and to be able to sit in bliss instead of fear. It really is so beautiful. And like, when I say like drop you to your knees, like, this journey brings you to many moments that will drop you to your knees, whether it be in pain or out of complete ecstasy and bliss, because connecting to the God source, the all, it is completely the most astonishing thing that you can experience, as far as what I know in this life. It's everything, and it's all of us, and it's everything out there, and it's all of the lives that have been and will be, and it is almost like it's like a stop in time. It's like you really get to just be, you get to just absorb and be absorbed by the divine love energy frequency, and it changes you in the best ways. And yes, you do have to experience a lot of darkness to experience that much light. And the darkness is scary. The darkness can be really scary. I've seen it. I've lived amongst the demons that come out. And as above, so below. So it's kind of like, if you want to experience this much light, this much healing, you have to allow yourself to go into the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, and you have to sit there. And a lot of times it comes to sitting alone, being alone in a lot that you do. And honestly, that part's maybe been a little bit easier for me than it is for other people, because I've just, the ancestral DNA wounding and the trauma that I experienced as a child, and you know, just the world in general, you know, it shut me down. It shut me down a lot. And so I was quiet for a really long time. I was quiet throughout a lot of my life. And so the isolation of this journey has not been the worst thing I could imagine, that's for sure. I was thinking as I was driving, like, I want to break out of my hermit mode and my kind of reclusing, because I just want to share my voice so much that I can't help it. And so I can feel it slowly coming on, and I have like urges to actually hang out with people and reconnect with people and experience physical love, honestly. You know, I got to the point where I had to heal certain things in myself to make sure that I felt steady in my unconditional love from within for myself. And so where it made it so I kind of had to put physical love from somebody else to the side. But yeah, I'm ready for new connections and physical love and you know, sharing moments with people. I'm really excited for that part, actually. But it has been so important though for me to be alone and to kind of ride this wave solo. It's super important, and it can be really, it can hurt sometimes, and like it can get lonely. It really can. But as you learn the way that you work better and better, then you know what kind of relationships that you want to bring into your life anyways. I know that I'm not higher, better, stronger, anything more than anybody, because we are all one. So, but the whole process of this journey to God, you kind of pedestalize yourself in the most humble way, though, because it's a very humble journey, but it's also very empowering. So it kind of does this little shift. It really reprograms you. It really completely, you have to like strip the old programs out by going through the painful things and by sitting with your shadows. You strip out the old programs, and then you find the connections with divine, and you, as you're making those connections to light and heart and just forgiveness and accepting yourself and all this, it reprograms you to be able to love yourself, love God, love the God inside of you, and love the God inside of everyone that is here and everything that is here, because that's what it is. It just is that. It just is that. But it has been super important for me to have this time alone. I have done a lot of deep thinking and healing and prayer and manifesting, and you know, I've been walking into my purpose. And really, like, as you're walking into your purpose, honestly, in most cases, you must walk alone. And I'm just so grateful, honestly, that I had this time to really be able to cut all the wires and get a whole new system inside of me. It's surreal, but honestly also so much more real than anything I've experienced in a way. It's amazing. It really is. Thanks, you too. Toll roads. Toll roads are like going through the toll booth for some reason is so much fun. It's fun for me, but I also just had to pay $9 to drive up the road, so. Well, anyway, I suppose I need some music on. This workshop is in about 12 minutes, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna find a good spot, so